Hi, Miss Kathy OT. So OTs work with sensory processing issues, and today I just want to talk about touch, tactile, feeling things. I've got a lot of kids that it's kind of on two spectrums. One, they like totally love and touch things like water, shaving cream. They love that. But then I've got some, they don't want to touch anything, that they don't want their hands to be touched, soap, lotion, things like that. And so on my TikToks and Instagram, I've been talking a little bit about what they do and don't like. So these three items happen to be hard-nosed this past week, where I've got a little one that I had the cush ball in there, and he would go nowhere near it, wanted nothing to do with it. I did finally get him to touch it by just showing him that it can bounce, that it doesn't leave any kind of residue. But at first he was like, oh, heck no, I'm not touching this. And so here it bounces and it was fun. This, I've got a little 12-month-old that she doesn't want this on her hands. And you can grade and vary the kind of feel of it by the pressure, but she didn't want it at all. And then I had 3 or 4 kids totally fascinated by this crackle foam that I found at Walmart in their dollar store, that, you know, this, and I can see why they don't like it, because it feels like it's going to stick to you like glue or like tape, but it doesn't. Side note, it does stick to fingernail polish. It rubs off pretty easy, but they really, I mean, they would literally touch my hand and push it back at me because they wanted to see me stretch it. It could be for the sound, that they like the sound of it. It could be that they just really like to watch as the foam just stretches. I understand that the stretch is just something that a lot of people just really like. So this was really kind of fun for that. I think I could probably just do a whole video of stretching, and they want the stretch to take a long time, so you pull more slowly. So see, it's not on my hands. There are little pieces that come off, but it likes it, so you put it back in. Taking things in and out of container, that's always a good motor skill. I do have Play-Doh, and this one, I think it smells like grape a little bit. Oh, I will be having a recipe for Play-Doh. The thing I don't like about Play-Doh is that it crumbles a whole lot. And once you mix it, it mixes, like mixing all the different colors and everything. I just find it to be a very, not a reusable product, that it lasts for a little while and then it's done. Now, putty is always one of my favorite tactile activities, and I can say after decades of working with kids, they love the putty. They ask for the putty. I need to do a video on, I have a set from Lakeshore of different tools to work with Play-Doh that I use with putty. But one of the things I do is I have them be pirates, or they go on a treasure hunt, and I have different items hidden in different resistances of putty. And so this one, they love the glass, the smooth. Here's a large marble. I can get put in little buttons with letters, like this one is the K. You can get very specific if you're working with your child, or specific children of having putty, that their name is in there, so then they get the letters out with their name and they can spell those. I have a Spider-Man in here. I've got an O in here. Oops. There was that. But I mean, they just really love to stretch and pull, and it's such a great motor activity, as well as it's a tactile activity, as well as it provides proprioception to the joints in the fingers of the hand, which is always, which is a whole nother discussion to have. But so here's putty. It provides a lot of tactile, and then it's about the stretching and the playing with it and having the objects and finding them. So this was kind of an introduction to tactile, to sensory, different things you can play with your kids.